That's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all we going to say. That's all we ain't got no more words. Brothers and sisters, listen. Listen. All I want to say to you right now is thank you to those who have been riding with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Thank you to those who have been standing strong with Ifatunde Oguntade. Thank you to my day one ride or dies. Thank you. To the haters, the instigators, the defamers. That's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all I'm going to say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all we going to say. That's all we ain't got no more words. We ain't got no more words. The accounts are still frozen. We looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we're about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not received that yet. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. There's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters, but we're going to take care of all that. Stay patient. Stay positive. Stay patient. Stay positive. They messing with our bills. They messing with our automatic payments. They messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. They froze me and they froze the school. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to stay patient. We're going to stay positive, and we're going to see what they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. Y'all be seeing stuff saying he been raising money for 10 years. That's a damn lie. The first donation was spring of 14, St. Louis, Missouri. There was brothers and sisters there. It was a jam-packed house, okay? And we raised that money to pay the attorney to enter a bid in order to try and purchase the St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia, which was a former HBCU built by a close friend of Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. That was our original goal. Raise $2 million real quick and get the HBCU. We were unsuccessful.
And this was 6 years ago, you said, yes?
That was the spring of 2014.
Okay.
And St. Paul's was sold about 2 or 3 years later to the Chinese. And that is an insult to our ancestors. We let the Chinese buy an HBCU with all these black millionaires. That's an insult.
And from what I understand, you raised about $750,000, yes?
Well said.
$750,000. About 20 months ago, you end up purchasing 2 buildings, yes?
4 buildings.
4 buildings, okay. For about
2 schools, 4 buildings.
2 schools, 4 buildings for $400,000.
It was correct? More than that.
Okay. Well, everybody wants to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, you know, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. You know what I mean? And to finally get the building that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent. And when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, you know, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent with
Now
my
I'm
donors.
being told that there, you know, people say when your actual donors will ask certain
No, sir,
things,
that's a
they
lie.
said
That is
you
not
will
true. That
sometimes
is not
block
true.
them and all this type of
That
stuff.
is not true. Those are
Okay.
not donors. Those are haters. My
Okay.
donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers. I have engineers. I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great grandmom who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years he don't have to school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things exclusively with Black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save Black boys with the hell that Black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because, number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that.